For this video, I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions for for graphing a system of equations. This is from section 6.1. So the goal of this section is to find the solution in an XY form to a system of equations by finding the point of intersection. So remember, a system of equations is more than one. So we'll be given two equations in almost all the cases that we're dealing with this year. So the first equation that we're going to be given is y equals x plus 2, and the second equation is going to be 2x plus y equals negative 1. Now make sure you're taking good notes here. It might be helpful to use different colors. So step one, when we are graphing systems of equations, is to make sure both equations are in slope-intercept form. That's y equals mx plus b. Equation 1 is in the correct form, as you can see, y equals mx plus b. The m is a 1 here, so it's invisible, like we've talked about. Now equation 2 is not, so it needs to be changed. So this step here, I'm going to change that. So 2x plus y equals negative 1. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides to isolate the y. And so now y is isolated. And I put the negative 2x in front just because that's where we want it to be in this form. But we know by now that this negative 2 is going to be the slope, and the negative 1 is going to be the y-intercept. So step 2, what are the intercepts and the slopes of each equation? So for the blue one, we have the b equals 2, right up there, and the m equals 1, or 1 over 1, because we always want the slope to be in a fraction. So the top number means up, or a positive means up, so 1 up, and then the bottom is 1 right. We could also do this as negative divided by negative, because that would also be positive 1. So this could mean 1 down, 1 left. So that's the information from the blue equation. And then the information from the green equation is that the y-intercept is negative 1, which we got from here, and the slope is negative 2 over 1, so 2 down, 1 right. Or we could do that as 2 up, 1 left. Alright, step 3 is to actually graph the information. So we'll start with the blue equation, the first equation. So the intercept is 2, so I'm going to put a dot at 2. And then we need a slope, so we're going to go 1 up, 1 right from 2, always from the y-intercept. And we can keep going 1 up, 1 right, 1 up, 1 right. And then we can also go 1 down, 1 left, just to make sure we have it going the other way, in case that's where the point of intersection is. And I'm going to connect the dots here. So let's see, I want a solid line, and I want it blue. Okay. Essentially something like that. Now we can graph the green equation. The intercept is at negative 1, so I'll make a green dot at negative 1. The slope is down 2, or right 1, so down 2, right 1. Now I can keep going that way, but the point of intersection is going to have to be up here. So I'm going to go up to left 1, which is right there, and that is the point of intersection. So I'm going to make my line now. So same stuff except green. Oops. Alright. So our point of intersection is step 4, find the point of intersection. So it looks like it is at negative 1, 1. So I think it's at an x-coordinate of negative 1 and a y-coordinate of positive 1. And then step 5 is to check our answer. So step 5, we're going to check our answer. Oftentimes, step 5 can be done mentally. Not every time, but it can often be done mentally. Change this to the right color. needs to be black. Okay. So getting our original equations, which were y equals x plus 2, that was the blue one, and the green one was y equals negative 2x minus 1. We can plug in the variables here. So if x is negative 1, negative 1 plus 2 would be 1, which is what we think y equals. And then down here, negative 2 times negative 1 would be 2, minus 1 would be 1. So this is correct. So negative 1, 1 is the answer. And those are the step-by-step ways to graph a system of equations to find the solution.